Know that person, I would be very much interested in what is your life like now? What is it that you do? You enjoy doing your hobbies, your work, your family. I'm a person, I love stories. So if they're regaling me with how wonderful and exciting and interesting their life is, now I'm sitting there thinking, do I want to be a part of that? Because I have talked with folks that are telling me stories about things, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, no, I would not want to be a part of that. That is just too much stuff going on. But yeah, as they're telling me about their life, is the life they're describing something that I feel like that I could fit into, that I'd want to be a part of? I think we talked about this before. If he tells me he likes skydiving and, a lot of high risk type of behaviors, he's going to go bungee jumping next weekend. No, that's not something I could.
You can't even get excited about that.
I'm like, oh, really? You do that?
Yeah. And see, for me, if somebody brings up bowling, oh, wow, my eyes just light up because I remember back in the day how the number of bowling leagues I was on and, oh, you bowl? Really? Let's go shoot a game or two.
Now, that would be a way of getting to know someone, doing something that you mutually enjoy. Bowling, jogging together. If they're a part of some type of hobby that they do, like going to the gym and working out together.
And personally, I believe in individuals doing something together. That's how they bond. And they don't realize the bonding process is taking place, but it is. And, I'm just a firm believer. I want you to be my friend first, husband, then lover. But I want you to be all three to me.
Right.
And I say I want you to be all three to me. It's because I don't want to have to go over here to my friend.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go over here to my lover. And then I come home to my husband. Really? What's wrong with that picture? I want my husband, my lover, and my friend to be all three. 3 in 1. So I know, get upset with my husband, I can go to my lover. Mm-hmm. If I get upset with my lover, I can go to my friend. But guess what? They're the same person. Exactly. So I may ask you to, take your husband hat off right now. And let me talk to my best friend.
Right.
But you're all 3 in 1, And I think that's a problem today with a lot of people is because, I'm upset with my best friend right now. So I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to find somebody else. Because that somebody else can do or say for me what my best friend's not saying.
Well, I don't know. It still seems like it goes back to maturity again, Adele. At this age, I would like to think that, yeah, we're going to get upset. That's a reality check. But maturity would say, even if I can't talk to you right now, we'll talk later. That's not a reason for me to go.
And that's maturity.
Right. That's not a reason for me to go try to find that someplace else, especially at this season in this stage in the game. No, we don't want to feel like we have to now start all over again.
Well, and I'm spelling because I'm thinking dating over 50, and I remember when I first turned 50, how my son said, "Ma, you're half a century old."
Right, right.
But the reality is, we are older. We should be more mature, and we've got things that have happened in our past relationships. I'm going to say get over it. But it's easier said than done. But the thing is, it's getting to know yourself. What do you like? What do you don't like? I'm going to share this with you because I was thinking about that today. My slices of the pie. Do I have my whole pie? And what's missing out of my pie? And, when I go into a relationship, what slice of the pie will that relationship hold for me? So, and visually, I'm making this pie and I'm slicing it up and okay, what goes on this slice? What goes on that slice? What is it that's going to make a whole pie? And so I'm saying this to Edwina, but I want to say it to you as my listening audience. What is it that's going to be a whole pie for you and what will be a deal breaker that can't even be a slice of the pie? You don't even want that on the pie.
I don't know. I you know me, I'm visual as well. But I see it as I come to the table with my whole pie. You're basically my ice cream or my whipped cream.
On top of the pie.
Yeah, I come with my whole pie. So if you leave, I'm still intact. When I come, I'm intact. You're just a compliment to what I already have. So
and I like that because I've always said that a person it's not going to make you happy. Now, because I've gotten that a couple of times where people have said, you know, I'm not happy. And I only had 2 people do that to me. But God whispered in my spirit and said, what they're actually saying is that you're not making them happy. And the reality is, we can be happy ourselves and compliment that person.
Right, right.
But that person has to learn to make their own self happy.
Well, that, I think this is a good note to end it on, is that, when you're feeling really good about your pie, you're coming with a whole pie, okay? I think that in and of itself makes you attractive to someone else. If I were looking in a bakery and, a quarter of the pie is gone out of the pan, some people might think, that must have been a good pie, because it's almost gone, right? But what really looked good to me is when you got the whole pie there, they got a little dollop of whipped cream or something on the top or whatever. Now I'm like, wow, I want that one over there. I don't want one that's halfway depleted.
Right.
So, coming to the table with your whole pie, now all I need is the cup of coffee or the ice cream, something that's going to complement it. But if I don't have the coffee and I don't have the ice cream or the glass of milk, I can still enjoy my pie. Right?
That's true. That's true.
So,
that's true. So I was saying, yes, you're absolutely right. That's a good note for us to end it on. Where, okay, are you going to bring the whole pie to the table or half a pie?
Right? And with Thanksgiving coming up, we just want to say happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your pie. And when you bite into that sweet potato pie or that pumpkin pie or apple pie, hopefully you'll remember some of this conversation and think about it. Do I have my whole pie? What am I looking for? All right? Until next time, this is Edwina.
And I'm Adele.
And we're Sisters in Business. See you next time at Dating Over 50.